And we are live, it's very rainy today. So here in South Africa, and I know also in Israel. Uh, I don't know why. I want summer.
I know, and it's not just rain, it is buckets of rain. Buckets
Hey,
of rain. To
Ethan, we
stock up
had enough. The
the
tanks are full. We're done.
yeah, to stock up the JoJo tanks, loading them. Yeah, that's what it is for summer. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes. So today we've got a very nice topic that we really like. So today's topic, I'm gonna let you present it.
Okay, so today's topic is around, when you go onto Facebook or you go onto some kind of social media and it seems like people are just, they're just rocking it, like their lives are amazing and they're very successful and their relationships are great and their kids are great and it's all just amazing. And you look at that and you go, wow, and you have
Wow.
this moment where you kind of look inwards and you think, sure, I really need, there's so much stuff that I need to kind of get together. And there's a comparison, and I would love to say that it's not done, but I mean, I can honestly say for myself, I definitely, when I'm not having a great day, and I look at certain things, I'm like, oh man, I want that too. So yeah, and I think comparing yourself to other people is a very common thing to do, and that's
It
what we
is.
want to talk about today. That we are enough, you are enough, you are enough. You don't need to
It
compare
is, and
yourself
you
to
know what?
anybody.
And the most important thing in this topic is today, because of the social media,
Yeah.
people are selling something out there, which is actually not necessarily true. And you see it a lot, and I'm sorry for like the negative side of it. But when you look at couples and you hear in the news that the husband murdered a wife, but you say, but
Mm.
oh, but like on social media, they look so happy and everything's so
Yeah.
amazing. How can we not see it? That's the problem. Stop
Mm.
looking at what others are showing you, presenting you, selling you, or marketing to you. You
Yeah.
are focus on your life.
Mm.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah. So if we look at the first one, so the first one is the people that you compare yourself to also compare themselves to other people as well. And where this really has shone an absolute light for me is doing these real conversations with real people and having these interview/conversations with people and asking them what has been their biggest challenge, how they've overcome that. And it's been incredible because I've been dealing with very strong, successful, ambitious, credible people, and they will still turn around and say, it's hard, it's a challenge, and it's a daily grind, and all of that kind of stuff. So everybody is comparing themselves to somebody else. So no one is just a perfect example of perfection.
It is, and you know what? And especially like I keep saying it a lot recently because I see it like we all try to compare ourselves to others, and we all see others' success stories, but no one actually share with you, the things that were not working. So when you
Yeah.
can't compare yourself to others, bear in mind that they also didn't have like a very smooth journey. So
Mm.
check with them before you actually decide so fast. And we really like to hear your, opinion on what we're saying about the topic. What do you think? Do you find yourself that you actually comparing yourself to others? But have you ever thought about it that they also basically comparing themselves?
Hmm.
Um, and the second one, that your mind can be very like convincing liar. We can tell ourselves so many stories. A lot of time we can
Hmm.
read a situation so far from reality. You know,
Yeah.
remind it to yourself, not everything that our mind convincing us in is the actual truth. So stop
Yeah.
for a second before you actually rushing into decisions.
I mean, I've got an example where somebody that I had a conversation with who is incredibly successful, done amazing work, is an incredible human being. And the first thing that she said to me when I started the conversation was, I just want you to know that things were amazing and I was doing so well. Suddenly COVID happened and wow, my life is not what it was. So I reached the tip of my career and then COVID just spun me back down again and I've got to get back up there again. The fact she was so raw, so real, so honest is incredible because she is somebody who is just, yeah, she's an incredible success story, and yet she will be very honest about what has happened. So it happens to all of us.
It is. It is.
The next one is knowing that there is more right with you than wrong. And there is nothing wrong with you. Just whoever is watching or listening, there's nothing wrong with you. But whatever is going on, there's definitely more right than wrong.
It is, and we really tend to always see the negative. It's easy to go to the negative and see, okay, but I'm not good with this. Okay, but this is not working. It's always so try to let it go, and that's okay if you don't know, and that's okay if something is not working. That's your challenge. That's where you're gonna say, okay, is that a bad thing? Is that a negative thing? How can I overcome it?
Mm.
And the next one, that you have to fully accept the now, the present, before you can actually start reaching out and feel satisfied with the later. And I think we all tend to really live in the past or in the future, and we
Yeah.
forget the now. Be happy with what you've got now. No one
Mm.
promises you anything. No one promising that, like, maybe the sun will decide to come out today, and it's not going to be raining
Mm.
the entire day. No one knows. You never know. So, accept what you've got now. Start thinking about, I'm not
Yeah.
enough and what I want more. You always need to have a goal, a place something you're trying to achieve, but that's not the main thing.
Yeah, and I think being in the now is one of the hardest things to do. But when you are in the now, everything right now, right here, right now, with you and I talking and this happening, everything right here, right now is perfect. Absolutely perfect. We're not thinking of anything else than right here, right now. Everything is perfect.
But that's why I love
Yeah.
yoga, for example, because it helps me to stop thinking about the past, about the future. I'm
Mm.
focusing at that specific moment, how I'm connected to my body. So what helps you, to those who watches us, to actually connect to the
Mm.
now, to remind yourself that you need to live the now and not only think about what's gonna come up.
Yeah. Yeah. And the next one is to focus on more on the progression than the perfection. I'm a big one for that because I'm such an action person. Perfection is not even, I don't even know how to spell perfection. It's not even in my word, because I don't even use that as a speech, because for me, I want to be doing. And as I'm doing, I want to learn. And I don't care how many times I mess up and how many mistakes I make and what I learn along the way. Because I think if you're waiting for the perfection, but you're never going to do anything because it's never going to be perfect. So progression is big. Progression is fantastic.
So I can say from the other side that I was a perfectionist. Like, I needed everything to be perfect. And since I've actually started my own thing, my own business, then I think that's when it took me to realize that, like you said, perfect moment will never come. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot work on that. If I'll wait all the time for the perfect, I won't see any progress, because nothing gonna look perfect in my eye, and then I won't make anything, and then I'll get into a loop that, like, I'm in a cycle that I'm not able to break in, because I'm still waiting for something perfect to come. So I really resonate with this, because it took me a time to learn not to focus on the perfection and really work on getting and seeing the progress. But it's
Mm.
not an easy thing to do when you're perfectionist. And I can see
No.
it with some of my clients that are always waiting. I'm like, and now it's easy for me because I understand their point to say, no, stop waiting for the perfect. It's not going to come. And you know what? It's not only in the business, it's even in a relationship. Don't wait for the perfect moment to say what you feel, what you think. And because if I'll take it like to the previous one, you live in the now. It's
Mm.
like there's like different videos that they show you, like, people are afraid to say something, they don't feel, they're waiting for the perfect moment, and then something happens and they regret it because they lost
Yeah.
that state. So don't do it.
Yeah.
Before we continue, every Tuesday we're going to speak about marketing. Every Friday, that's our time for personal development. If you got any topics you want us to speak about, please let us know. On Tuesday, we're going to speak about Google Analytics.
And we're going to keep it. Yeah. And I think we also decided we're going to keep it to 6:30 on a
Yes,
Tuesday.
in the evening, that's the time. We're going to do that as well. And let's continue. The next one is focus on how far you've come. Don't like look what's happened. That's actually links again. Don't live in the past. Whatever happened,
Mm.
happened. Focus on what, okay, I've done this. Put yourself some milestones on the way. That's when you're going to
Yeah.
see if you're like enough. Put some milestones. Say like, okay, I made this far. Oh my God, cool. Okay,
Mm.
now, you know, the small wins, the small victories.
Yeah, my mom always says that whenever I question something, she'll say, "So you've been living in Cape Town for the last 20 years. Look how much has happened and how much you've grown over that time. Look where you were and look where you are." And it does. You know, when you look back, you go, "Wow, there's just been so much growth, so much change." Yeah.
It is, and embrace the change. You know,
Yeah.
maybe that's something we also need to speak about the change. How a lot of
Mm.
people sometimes are really afraid from change. Let us know in the comments below. Are you afraid of making changes in life? And it doesn't matter on which aspect, you know, like I see change as a good thing. You know, that's how you evolve. That's how you move in. Uh, that's going to help you understand that, you know, you are enough. Look at what you
Yeah.
actually accomplished. And don't try not to look back, you know, take your takeaways from the past,
Mm.
move forward.
Absolutely. Yeah. Should we summarize?
Yes.
So the first one is the people you compare yourself to compare themselves to other people as well. So everybody's on a bit of a comparison journey.
It is, and don't listen to your mind all the time because he can convince you to actually tells you some lies.
The things you do are more right than they are wrong, whatever wrong is.
And don't see things by the way as wrong, right? Like see it as part of your process of growing. The next one is, you know, you have to fully accept the now, the present, and don't feel about what's going to happen later on or, you know, all of that. Just move on, live the now.
And look at this last year and look at the progress you've made as opposed to the perfection you were trying to create.
And the last one is focus on how far you come through, you know, don't look at what's like happened over there. You accomplished lots. Be proud of yourself.
Mm.
Stop comparing seriously with all the social media platforms. It's so easy for us to drain ourselves to this and feel like, oh my
Yeah.
God, oh wow, she got married. Oh wow, she got a few babies. Oh wow. And like, oh wow, she
Yeah.
started a business. Bottom line, we don't really know how much a person is happy or not. We don't know what's happening in his mind.
No.
And we're all trying to reach out for something that's not necessarily the right thing for us. So, you know, just learn to let go, focus on what's right for you.
And I think a big takeaway from this for me is surround yourself. And I really, really do, as you know that, because you're very much part of my world. But I very, very much surround myself with people who are empowering themselves and who believe in me. So I don't surround myself with anybody that doesn't believe in themselves or doesn't believe in me, because why would I do that? You know, so that's very important. The people you spend time with are so important for your own growth.
I mean, keep reminding this that, you know, no matter what, and especially when you start your own business, get the right supporting group. And it's in everything, the right people. And especially
Yeah.
with this topic, you know, like when I'm seeing something and then I'm getting insecure or something that I know who are the people in my group of like friends
Yeah.
that will come and say, Dana, you overreacting. And I do see it because I do have people that I chat with and say, like, no, I want to come with this course, I want to do this, but oh, that one done that, that one that. No, don't compare yourself to no one. You've got your own unique story. Share it, tell it, send it up. Get the right people around you that will
Mm.
keep on pushing you to come outside of your comfort zone and do live the now. So if
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to sum it up and use some motivation.
Yeah, that's the start of a very good weekend.
Yes, and as I
Mm.
said, every Tuesday we're talking about marketing. Every Friday, personal development. On Tuesday, we're going to do 6:30 in the evening, and we're going to speak about Google Analytics. So if you want to learn
Yeah,
how to benefit the most out of that system, how to use it and learn about it, this is the place for you. So we're going to see you on Tuesday. And as we said, if you've got questions, please reach out on a private note
yeah,
here on the chat as well. And really hope that you're going to have some takeaways from this video and share with us. What are your takeaways from this video? Okay. What are you going to take with you? Are you going to stop comparing yourself to others? Are you going to start focusing on progressing and not on thinking about the perfect part? And thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. So we've got like someone going to come and watch on Tuesday.
nice.
Are you going to focus on the what's coming up now and not what is coming up next? What are your takeaways? What's going to help you to stop look at what others doing and start accepting yourself
Mm-hmm.
and be happy with
Yes,
it.
exactly. Have a lovely
Cool.
weekend.
Yes, see you guys on Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.